What's going on, guys, and welcome to another edition of Xbox 101. I am your host, Asthmatic, and today we're going to learn how to change the gamertag associated with your Xbox Live or Microsoft profile. Now, before I get into actually how to change this, we are going to cover a couple global issues that apply regardless of how you actually do the change. The first of which is the fee. It does cost $10 to change your gamertag, and you can pay this fee either with a credit or debit card applied to your account or a PayPal account. If you have one linked to your account, you can pay using that. The other way to pay would be if you have a Xbox Live gift card on your account with at least $10, you can use that to pay. And it'll guide you all through that. We'll show that in the steps a little bit later. The other thing is that the gamertag you want to change to, of course, has to be unique on Xbox Live, but it's actually a little bit wider than that because I've tried to make changes to my gamertag in the past, and when I did that, it told me that the gamertag I wanted to change to was in use even though it didn't exist on Xbox Live. And upon contacting Xbox support, I found that there is still a database out there with all of the old names from Zune accounts, and those databases are crossed, and if someone ever used that name on their Zune account, then you also can't use that name on Xbox Live anymore. So that stinks. If you don't know what the Zune is, it's a music player that Microsoft made a long time ago to try to combat the iPod, but that of course didn't happen and the Zune has been discontinued. But the database of names still exists somewhere, and if someone had that as their Zune name, you can't use it as your gamertag. But without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and drop us into the how-to on changing your gamertag using Xbox.com. Enjoy. Alright, so let's take a look at how to change your gamertag from Xbox.com. Now, the first page that you see right here is just the Xbox.com homepage, as you can see right here, nothing special. And of course, you're going to go right over here to sign into your Microsoft account. Once you've done so, it'll list your current gamertag right here. You can click that for a drop down and then go to Profile. Once you arrive at the profile screen, you've got an Edit Gamertag button right down here. Go ahead and give that guy a click, and it brings you to this page where you have the opportunity to enter in the new gamertag that you want. Now, there are some stipulations with what your gamertag can actually be, which they of course provide you right down here below, and that's that you can have up to 15 characters, you've got uppercase and lowercase A through Z, the numerals 0 through 9, and single spaces. You can't start with a number, and you can't end with a space. So just so that, you can say, oh, I want to steal Matt's gamertag, and so you can make your gamertag Asthmatic 405th space. And then we'd essentially have the exact same gamertag. It does have to be, visually unique. You can't do any kind of ASCII characters or anything like that here. It's just your plain old regular guys there. And so then once you enter in a gamertag right here, that's one that you want, you will hit check availability, and as long as it's available, like if I go like this, obviously that gamertag, is not available because I typed punctuation in there. If I click this right here, tells me that that gamertag is available, but I mean, if you want that gamertag, you can go ahead and have it because that's, if you want to be ALKSDDJF, whatever, that's available. And then you can go ahead and hit claim it, and then at that point, it's going to take you to a payment screen where, like I mentioned before, any sort of payment that's attached to your account is good, free to be used to pay the $10 fee to change your gamertag, and then you will be all good to go. So let's head over and see how to do this on the Xbox One console. Alright, so when you've turned on your Xbox One console and you find yourself at your home page right here, which is where we are, I can see all the last apps I've used and all that kind of good stuff. I'm going to start using my controller. I'm going to go one over to the left using either the D-pad or the thumbstick, and then go up one to see my profile sign-in screen. If I go to the left again, I can select Asthmatic 405th, the current signed-in profile. Press A again to select my profile. This is going to bring up the profile app, which of course will show me mine. Starting on the info, you go down a couple times and I've got the options to appear offline, and then I have this customize profile. I'm going to select customize profile, and it shows me all the elements of my profile I can change, from my location, my bio, my gamer pick, my color on my console. I can switch to showing my avatar instead of my gamer pick itself. And then for my gamer tag, I can select this box, press A, and it's going to take me to the area to change my gamer tag. Now the first thing they show you on the console is 6 gamer tags right here that currently are not in use. If you just want to go ahead and pick one of those random ones, you can do a more to generate even more random ones that aren't in use, or do a make my own in order to type in the one that you want yourself. Now regularly this box won't show up, that's just showing up because I'm currently streaming my Xbox to my PC in order to control it, or in order to record this. So it's going to bring you to this screen right here where you can of course then type in whatever you want your gamer tag to be, and you've got the same of course stipulations right there, the characters that you can use, how many of them you can use, and all that kind of good stuff as well. And then if we go here and I type in a bunch of stuff including numbers and all that, oh that's already 15, then I press the hamburger button for enter. It's going to let me know you're about to change your gamer tag to that, and I can say yes, and then it's going to come over here and ask me for payment. And then it's going to say, hey, you need to pay for this, and then it's going to ask me to take the payment right there. Alright, so that's going to go ahead and do it for how to change your gamer tag on the console, so let's head back to the studio. Alright, and that's going to go ahead and cover it on how to change your Xbox Live gamer tag. If you guys have any further questions, please let me know down in the comments below if there's any part about this that didn't make sense or anything. If you encounter anything different or error messages or anything, please let me know down below. I would love to help you through those things. And as always, if there's anything about your experience on Xbox One, whether it be on the console or on the web, whatever that you want to know more about, anything that confuses you, please let me know, and I would love to turn that into an edition of Xbox 101, because I guarantee you that if there's something that doesn't make sense to you, there's somebody else out there who doesn't get it either. So thank you guys very much for hanging out. It's been a pleasure to do this for you. We will be back again soon with another edition of Xbox 101. Thank you guys very much. This is Asthmatic out. So if I'm like, say, recording a video or something like that, and I don't want to be inundated with requests to join games or parties, I can hit appear offline, and then I appear